At 2:22 p.m. on March 22, 1922, an unexpected explosion took 4 lives and caused countless injuries, rocking the mooring docks of the Black River. While the death toll was low, the chances of great fatalities were only seconds away. For entering the Black River and only being about 100 feet away was the steam ferry Sheboygan. It was full of passengers and was preparing to dock when the force of the explosion almost tipped her. Constructed in 1882, the steam ferry Conger was owned by the Port Huron-Sarnia Ferry Line and had recently been completely overhauled. Preparing for her 3 o'clock departure on a Sunday afternoon, the Conger's fires had been lit and she was slowly building up steam in her boiler, a boiler that had been replaced in 1904 and then completely rebuilt in 1921. As the sun swung westward and the passengers began to board, the fires that had been lit had boiled the boiler dry of any water, causing her to develop a great amount of pressure in excess of 50,000 pounds. As the boiler could no longer stand the pressure, an explosion would leave over $100,000 worth of damage to the dock, nearby businesses, and the steam ferry Hiawatha that had been berthed right next to the Conger. Not only did the explosion damage the nearby area, but debris would fly over the customs house, landing on the home of William Smith, which was located on the west end of Quay Street. Debris would also crash through the wall of the Falks Chapel miles away, causing injury to funeral attendees. The Conger would end up on the bottom of the Black River with only her lookout breaching the water. An investigation was ordered by owner Henry Gordon McMorran to determine exactly what had happened. The investigation would conclude that the lack of water in the boiler was most likely the cause of the explosion. With the Conger having no insurance and the explosion resulting in a total loss, as much of the ferry that could be was salvaged with parts to be used on other crafts. Other pieces would end up in storage until a possible use could be found for them. One of those pieces was the Conger's boiler sight tube. Known as the smoking gun in the case of the Conger explosion, the sight tube, if checked, would have shown that there was no water in the boiler, eliminating the overheating of the system. Never being installed on any other craft, the Conger's boiler sight tube, along with other pieces of the ship, were put into storage in Port Huron until finding their way to the Port Huron Museum. To learn more about the ferry Conger and to see her remaining artifacts, visit the Port Huron Museum's Maritime Room. For Moment in History's Museum Mysteries, I'm Chris Troy, reminding you that history lives in all of us.